Hi everyone, it's Nancy. I hope you're all doing well. I'm back with our Halloween Cascading Waterfall Journal. And in the first video, I showed you how to make the base with the pages. And what I just decided to do was just poke 2 holes in the middle. And I fed some jute and just tied it on the outside. And I'm leaving these long in case we want to hang something from it, but I thought I was going to put the black sari silk, but I didn't want to tie a bow. This little journal does not warrant a bow, in my opinion. It's kind of, gothic looking and Halloweeny. So, and you'll see what I'm going for here. So I thought the jute was better for me. And I'm leaving it long just in case we decide to put some charms or something on there. So I'm going to show you how to decorate the cover, at least how I was going to decorate the cover. And as you can see here, I have a lot of Tim Holtz dolls. So this is what we're going to do. This is going to be called the Book of Lost Souls. And it's one of those ideas that came in the night again. I'm getting a little, I don't know what's going on, but I thought of all the Tim Holtz dolls that I have. Now, if you don't have Tim Holtz dolls, maybe you can cut photos. You can get a lot of vintage old photos from Pinterest, from the public archives online, magazines, old books, so look around if you don't have Tim Holtz dolls, but I had bought some and there's quite a few in there. So this is what I came up with. So we're going to decorate the cover here with some Tim Holtz dolls. So let's get started. So I think you're going to like it. I didn't tell you the title in the first because I knew I was going to, in the first video, because I knew I was going to use some Tim Holtz dolls, but I, wasn't sure what I was going for. So now that I know, this is what we're going for. So you're going to cut yourself some photos out, some old photos, or get some Tim Holtz dolls, and we're going to start covering this front of the journal with a bunch of people, and these are the lost souls. This is the Book of Lost Souls, so that's the theme I'm going with here. So I was excited to start, and I wanted to just cover the book with all these people from different eras. So I thought, oh, I think that's going to look good. I really like that idea. So this is what we're going to go for, okay? And I think you'll like it. I think it'll be fine. And it's a good way to use up all these dolls because, I think sometimes we buy them and we don't want to use them. So I'm going to put her in the middle. And then, once you get the cover done, you can just put maybe a couple, like a heavy book on here, and that'll hold it down, but I think it's going to be fine. So I had fun going through the dolls to pick which ones I thought would work, and I wanted to get some from different eras, so I thought that would be best. So okay, enough of that. Let's just continue on. Let's see, I'm going to put him like here. And I've got this guy. So they're all different people, which I like. I think it's going to be good. You got to be careful. That was a lot of glue there. When you put glue on the back of these, I think because it is kind of slick, it's kind of shiny slick. If you put too much glue, you don't want it to ooze out. So I kind of try to stay away from the ends. And then I got this older couple I want to put here. Something like that. So let me just kind of figure out here what we're doing. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to use too much glue. And then I thought, I always like to try to end on the bottom. I thought it would be fun to put kids. So if I put these people here, and thought maybe I would put her down here, and maybe her here, and these boys, let's see, I'm going to have to move these over a little bit, maybe this way, and I think oh yeah, she's back here. Let me get her back here. Just kind of play around with them. Sorry, I got a little quiet there because I'm really concentrating on this. I'm trying to pick them up without bending them. And I kind of like with the kids on the bottom. So let's see how that works. See, I kind of like that. This will all stick down real nice. I like it. Okay, let's go for it. Let me put these to the side. So, you know, the other thing I wanted to tell you, and I did fix the description of my video, the starting video of this here. I forgot to put down the name of the scrapbook paper that I was using, and then where I got that beautiful hand-dyed paper from. So I will also list it below in this video, but if you are looking to go back to the first video again, if you look in the description box, I did list the Etsy shop, and somebody wanted to know the name of the scrapbook paper that I was using. So I did do that, and I'm going to put them right here in the middle. Hold it down for a second, because yeah, I really do like that hand-dyed paper that I did get, so you might want to pick some up for yourself, because the collection I got was like a Halloween collection type thing. Now I'm going to glue her kind of there, and let's put her down. I'm going to put her down first. So I hope everyone's, oh yeah, tomorrow's October 1st already. So are you making any Halloween type journals? Are you gonna work on anything? One of these maybe? This will be a fun project, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna put, and I want her down here. And then I'm going to put these guys in front, but something like this. I just want to make sure I have her right where I want her. I think I'm going to put her right there. Okay. This was fun, going through the Tim Holtz dolls and picking which ones I wanted. Because, you know, and what's nice is you do get quite a good variety of them in his, you get a good variety of them. So, okay, there's that. And then she's going to go here, I think. And then they're going to go there. Okay, so let me get her down. And that's going to be our cover. And I think it's looking amazing. I love it. And where have you seen where you could use all these dolls up or use so many dolls at one time, right? Okay, there we go. Put her there, and these guys are gonna go right in the middle. So, yeah, and we're having really warm weather now for the next 5 days here, but after that, boy, fall is coming in with a vengeance. And, oh, how about all that rain in New York? Oh my gosh, all the flooding there. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get these guys. I'm going to put them right there. Let me hold that down for a second. So this is our book of lost souls. So I will eventually put a heavy book on here to weigh that down, and that should work out. What do you think of the cover? I love it. I really do. I think that's perfect. So then I have an idea for the inside cover here. So I have a piece of book page that and I'm going to leave my book page upside down because, not that it's a bad word book or anything like that, it's an old vintage Reader's Digest, but I think if it's right side up, even though you're covering most of it, maybe words will pop out at you, and why even bother worrying about it? So I think it's better to just ink it up and turn it upside down. You're just going to get the effective book page behind there, but you're not going to really make out any of the words. So I wanted to put that on the cover, and then out of the Tim Holtz ephemera, there's these curtains, and I was thinking putting this here like that, something like that. And then I have another piece of ephemera. It's like some roses. I was going to put that down here. And then I have letters that I cut out, that I die cut out. It was, let's see, Tim Holtz. These letters here, number 665924, there's 2 sizes. I'm using the smaller size. The smaller size is 7/8 inch. So I die cut the words out, the Book of Lost Souls. And that's what I want to put here. Now that's going to take me a little while to glue. So first we're going to glue this paper on, and I have my glue book here, and I'm just going to run my glue stick. You might not see me here, but I'm running my glue stick on this back of this book page here. And I'll get that on. Now you can, if you have a different kind of a word die cut, you can use that. You can write it on with a black pen. I don't think it's a problem. Where do I want to put this? Right about, oh dear, let's see. Oh, I put it the wrong way. Good thing I'm looking at it. I almost put it on the wrong way, didn't I? I'm going to put it about here. Right about there, I think. Good thing. Were you yelling at me? It's right side up. You didn't want it right side up. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And I did ink all around here already. So let me just get this on. And I thought this would be a great inside cover. This here. And if you don't have this die cut, I think it would be fun if you took some netting and kind of made your own curtain. You could use, whatever to make like a curtain. And I think that would be super cool to do that. So let me get this on here. I want to put it up a little higher like that. Okay. And by doing this, it makes the cover even more sturdier. All right, so now I'm going to attempt to glue the letters on. And it's going to take me a little while. So, if you want, you can watch along here. So I had them all out just the way I wanted them. So let me get started here. And it might be easier to just, oh, you know what would be fun too? I just thought of it. You can cut them out of magazines. Cut the words out of magazines, the letters. Okay, let me get that up here. I'm starting backwards just to make sure I have it right where I wanted it. But yeah, that would be fun too. Cut the letters out of a magazine. Like they used to do a long time ago, I think. It was fun to cut them and write yourself a letter or write your friend a letter. And I thought, each page, I think what we're going to do, each page in this journal, I'm going to look at the Tim Holtz dolls and maybe not all the pages, but, make a theme on each page. Okay. Make sure we spell the words right? So we're going to do the book. Let me just kind of spread it out here to see how it's going to look. Yep. Okay, I'll start on the other word. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but I'll tell you, it's a little hard to hold these. That's why I'm using my tweezers here. And I'm going to put this here. Raise that up a little bit, I think. Yeah. But, and then I realized I probably could have die cut these out of put some adhesive sheet on on the back of some black cardstock, and I could have probably die cut it out of adhesive backed black cardstock, but then again, I would have to waste time pulling all the little papers off, wouldn't I? So I don't know what's worse. This is going pretty well, and hopefully this won't take too much time. And so that's what I would suggest. If you haven't bound your book yet, maybe use jute, something to give the effect of, I don't know, vintagey old. The book of, and then lost. I'm just kind of putting them out here for now, just to get the look here. Make sure we space them out real good. I think it's looking pretty good. What do you think? And then souls. Like this. I kind of like it. I'm getting a good vibe from this. By doing this now, and then we're going to put this here. I better move that over a little. This kind of is giving me the vibe of a book of people that might have been forgotten. Okay, I'm going to work on that. But their memory remains, and they kind of just live inside this book. They live inside this book here, their memories. So, is that good? That's a good story, huh? Make up your own story now of your book, what it's going to be. And if you think of a different title or a better title, hey, post it down in the message down below the video gives people some other ideas of titles for their books. But I do like Lost Souls, so I am putting that down here. Almost. Hey, it's going pretty good. If I spell it right. Lost of Lost. I shouldn't speak before I spell it wrong. Yell at me if I'm putting a letter down wrong. Lost. And if this type of Halloween project doesn't tickle your fancy, which I haven't met a Halloween project that I haven't loved to make, but I know it's not for everybody. But the next one I have is more of a retro Halloween project in traditional colors, and more maybe on kind of the cuter side, and another project that can get done in a quicker amount of time. All my Halloween projects that I'm going to be doing in October are projects that can get done in time. Okay, so I think I'm going to glue my flower on first and then put my last word down. So let's get that on. And then if you don't have a paper flower, you can maybe use a silk flower or a paper dimensional flower. So look around your stash, see what you have. I think this is going to look really good. I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to spell my word souls. That wasn't so bad, was it? Was it too much torture for you to watch me do this? But like I said, you can always fast forward. Now let me see, where do I want this? I'm going to put this right here. So that's kind of as far as I got to decorate the cover, which I love now. I'm loving the cover. Oops. Okay, S-O-U. All right. Gotta be careful with these little letters. S-O-U-L-S. Now we have to think, I don't know what to do on the first page. How is this looking? Good? Oh, my U here is moving on me. Feeling a spooky vibe here working on this. Okay. Oh, I'm just being silly now. All right. What do you think of that? I kind of like it. Let's look back at the cover again. So here's the cover. Here's our book. I tied it with jute for now. Twine, jute, whatever you want to call it. And then here's all our people. Oh, I love how that looks. I love that. And when you open it up, it says the Book of Lost Souls. I think it looks really good. I think it's a good start to this book. So I think what I'm going to do now is start looking at some ephemera, some Tim Holtz dowels, and I think what I want to do is make like a page, maybe like let's see, maybe, oh, I wanted to show you, if you don't have Tim Holtz ephemera, you can go on Pinterest, you can go on, and I will put all this information down in the bottom too. There is a place I found called the vintagemoth.blogspot.com. And I'll put that information in the below. And she has some really nice free printables that you can download and print out, and also publicdomainreview.org. Through Pinterest I found these, and I printed them out. This is like it says a culinary poisons, like a cooking ad type thing. This one here is a cemetery ad, vintage cemetery ad. Here's like a vintage book page, harem scarum. It's like a dictionary page. And this one here is the Victorian Naturalist. So it's like a herbal type thing, Victorian herbal magazine. And then I even found like a vintage marriage certificate type thing. So all these images, if you look on Pinterest and put vintage obituary images, vintage spooky images, but yeah, if you go on Vintage Moth, the vintagemoth.blogspot.com and publicdomainreview.org, you can find images like this. So if you don't have Tim Holtz ephemera, look around and see what you find online for free. There's a lot out there. You just have to take a little time to look. Also, vintage books. Look through your vintage books. Dear friend of mine gave me this vintage book. It's actually comic epitaphs from the very best old graveyards. And gosh, this book was $1. Let me see if there's it's from 1957. And it's got funny little poems about, Owen Moore gone away, Owen Moore, then he could pay. The dust of Melantha Gribbling swept up at last by the great housekeeper. I don't know. Some of these are kind of funny. Here lies the body of Mary Ford. We hope her soul is with the Lord. But if for hell she changed this life, better live there than as J. Ford's wife. I mean, really? She lived with her husband 50 years and died in the confident hope of a better life. I mean, some of these are really funny. And look at this cool cover. I love this cover. I might have. In memoriam, beneath the stone, a lump of clay, lies Uncle Peter Daniels. Too early in the month of May, he took off his winter flannels, lest we forget. I might use some of this book, too. So, look around thrift stores, bookstores, online, things like that. And then again, if you do have the ephemera, I'm going to show you. There's all kind of neat ephemera packs from Tim Holtz. We're going to do a doctor one. We're going to do the circus one. I'm looking at the dolls and I'm getting the ideas for the pages of all people, women, couples, men, children, things like that. And also look at Dollar Tree. Well, first of all, at Hobby Lobby, I found these cool adhesive frames. You can use something like this. Also at the Dollar Tree, I saw these stickers here. Here's some of books, urns. Oh yeah, urns, right? And then these here have some, cool ideas here. So look through your stash. If you've done any kind of Gothic or Halloween type things, you probably have some things already in your stash. So now's the time to start looking for things. Also spider webs. Look at your stamp sets. So yeah, we're gonna start decorating this nice little album here. So I want you to get your stuff together. So we got the cover decorated, and the inside cover decorated. So I'm going to make this a quicker video, and then I'll meet you right back in the next video, and we're going to continue on, okay? So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And always, I appreciate your kindness of your kind comments and your thumbs up and leaving me a note. I love talking to everyone. So thanks again, and have a great day. Bye.